All right. So, hi, good evening, Gwen. Welcome to our class, LMS BAP. All right, adults class. Again, for this evening, we're going to continue the lesson that we're discussing about. All right. If you could still remember what we did from last time, we were able to talk about some of the parts of the body. We were able to have vocabulary practice, and I left you with, all right, some sort of health problems. Okay, so in this lesson, we are going to talk about past actions and activities, ailments, describing an event, and making a doctor's appointment. All right, so first, let's focus on the very basic. Okay, so in our vocabulary preview, we have the following. Okay, if you could still remember, I reminded you that when we talk about health problems or, health problems or ailments, all right, we have the word ache. All right, ache indicates pain. All right, something that is hurting. And again, there are times that we are adding, all right, a certain part of the body on that word to indicate that that certain part hurts. But again, not all the parts of the body can do that one. So we have here the basic ones. So in here, please read the following words for me. Number one,
Number one, FX,
all right, headache,
sto stomach
stomach,
ache,
stomach ache,
stomach, toothache, backache, earache, cold,
cold or runny nose, remember?
yeah,
R-
fever, mm, cough,
Cough.
cough,
Yeah, as in letter F, cough, cough. And
cough,
then, yes, and then the last one,
sore throat,
sore throat.
sore throat.
All right. If I'm not mistaken, I was able to give you a homework, right? Wherein I told you to talk about what was, all right, the health problem or the ailment that you experienced and what did you do? All right. What did you do
Mm,
to heal and recover on that certain problem?
when I get you,
When I
I
got,
will drink
when I have,
what?
sorry. What did you say? Sorry, say it again. When
Mm,
I
when I get sick,
when I get sick, all right, continue.
mm, I I will drink a lot of water.
Water and what did you do?
And eat eat a lot of vegetable,
Vegetable
orange, fruits,
and
yes, and
do you always take medicine? Medicine. Do you always take
yes.
medicine? All right, when you get sick?
No, I sometimes use medicine.
Yeah, we're the same. Yeah, my I was used to my parents too. They don't want that when you get sick you will drink medicine automatically. So they will suggest, drink a lot of water, take a rest. Or sometimes what we do or what we used to is we are doing herbal herbal
Oh,
medication. All right, herbs, like we are going to boil some leaf, all right, and we can make it like a tea and we're going to drink it. Or sometimes ginger, all right, we're going to make ginger tea like that one, honey and lemon. So we're doing herbal medication, meaning natural. All right, natural medication. Okay, so this is what we do. All right, and what is the most painful health problem that you've ever been to? The most painful.
mm, I usually get cold.
Cold. Oh yeah. Do you have allergies?
What?
Allergies.
Allergy.
Do you have allergies?
Hmm.
Not familiar?
See.
Not familiar with this word? Allergy.
See.
Allergy. Not familiar? I'll give me a second. I'm going to search for it. Okay. Anyway,
No.
we're on. You were able to look for the definition. Do you have allergies? Because my son has allergy. The same with my husband. So they easily get cold and runny nose. Allergy
It's cheap.
is allergy is how can I translate that one? Okay. So with that one, while waiting for a teacher, can you tell teacher how do we ask someone if there are something wrong about them? So we use the phrases what's ah
What's right?
what's wrong or what's the
What's the matter with you?
all right. So of course we use those phrases in able. Thank you, AC. So this is a translation. How do you say that in Vietnamese? Z
The
Ziung. Yeah. So my husband and my son.
allergy.
Yes,
Scratch.
allergy.
Scratch.
Uh no, not literally. When there is like dirt, smoke, anything, they are
Oh,
my husband and my son, they are very sensitive to the temperature. If it's getting cold, getting hot, they have
yes.
allergies. Yeah, sensitive to the weather or sensitive
Food.
not literally the food, but because it's for nose. Their allergy is they will easily get runny nose. They easily get runny nose. So sensitive to the weather, dirt. If it's dirty and dusty, dusty, the smoke. All right. Sensitive to the weather, and when they are very tired, when they are very exhausted, so they easily catch cold. Yeah, sadly it's genetic, meaning uh it's my husband got it, and then my husband got it, so my son also got it. It's genetic. Yeah, so they both have that. They don't
Okay.
yeah. So meaning your father has a certain problem, all right? And then you as a son, you have no excuse even though you are very healthy. Since it's genetic, you also get it. Do you get what I mean? So it's like, they pass it. All right. Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. So yeah, so it's genetic. So from my husband, yeah, sadly he shared it with our son. So that's my problem. The thing is for me, I think for me, mm, luckily I don't get oh yeah, I remember I got flu. I got flu. I got flu before.
Two.
Yes. So I stay for a lot of days at home. And then, yeah, I just do these things: ginger tea, honey, and lemon. All right. So, anyway, so we were able to come up with asking question, as what I've said. When there is a common health problem, we commonly ask what's wrong or what's the matter with you. Now, so that is, of course, we respond by saying, I have toothache, I have fever, runny nose,
People.
or cold cut. On the other hand, this one I take note, this one right here, I
Feel.
feel, right? A feeling. I feel dizzy. We don't say I have dizzy, but I feel dizzy. Now, how about if it's going to be right here, right? What's all right? How about if we are going to describe them? So third person singular. So we are going to do it this way. We're going to ask this: what's the matter? with him.
with you.
Him. Him. We are going to describe. So, what's the matter with him? Or, of course, no, what's the matter with her? Okay? So, let's give it a try. Okay? Of course, when we respond in here, we respond by he has, right? Or
Okay.
she has. Okay? Let's practice. All right. Let's do it this way, okay? First, teacher, what's the matter with him?
He had to take.
Make a question for me.
Mm, what is the matter with her?
She has fever. What's the matter with him?
He has runny nose
Or
or cold.
cold. All right.
What is the matter with him?
He has a cut. What's the matter with him?
He had bumps. What is the matter with her?
She feels dizzy. What's the matter with him?
He had earache. What is the matter with him?
He has sore throat. What's the matter with her?
He had measles.
Missiles, yeah.
Measles. What is the matter with her?
She has stomach ache. What's the matter with her?
She had back bite. What is the matter with him?
He has a broken leg.
Hmm,
Next one, what's the matter?
what is the matter with her?
She has a headache. What's the matter with her?
She had cough. What is the matter with him?
He has a broken arm. What's the matter with him?
He has grass.
Scratch, scra.
Grass.
Yes.
What is the matter with him?
He has sunburn. What's the matter with her?
She had here.
This one is diarrhea.
What?
Diarrhea.
Oh, diarrhea.
Roy, diarrhea. All right. So anyway, with this one, so we are going back to the book. We just practiced that one because since this one is for the beginners, that's why we only got nine vocabularies in there. But luckily, our TA was able to translated that one for us. So that's it. You can have a practice with that one with your copy. So, as what I've said, you can hear what's the matter, right? You can ask someone by saying what's the matter or what's the matter with you. Or, of course, you could also say with this one, how do you feel today? So, not so good. Let's have this
Yes.
conversation. How do you feel today?
Not sure.
What's the matter?
I have a headache.
Remember, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. It's like I'm not happy that you're feeling that way. All right. How about you? You asked me out.
How do you feel today?
Not so good.
What's the matter?
I have a stomach ache.
I'm sorry to hear that.
How do you feel today?
Not sure.
What's the matter?
I have a toothache.
I'm sorry to hear that.
How do you feel today?
Not so I could say not so good.
What's the matter?
I have a backache.
I'm sorry to hear that.
All right. How about this one? How do you feel today?
Not sure.
What's the matter?
I
An.
have an, yes, I have an earache.
Oh, I could also say get well soon, and like with saying, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, I could also say get well soon. All right,
Okay.
get well,
Oh,
get well
that's
soon. All right, get well
good.
soon. All right, okay. How about with this one? Let's we're going to
How do
skip.
you,
Okay, our last one. We do this one.
hmm, how do you feel today?
Not so good.
What's the matter?
I have cold.
I'm sorry to hear that.
All right. So with this
That's
one,
well too.
get well soon. Thank you. So with this one, fever, cough, and sore throat, we're going to skip that part because we also practiced
Yes.
this a while ago. So in here also, take a look at this one. When someone asks you, how do you feel today, or how are you? Actually, you could just simply say, I feel great. Okay, meaning you're okay. I mean, you have in a good mood. I feel fine. I feel okay. This one, you could also say so so. It's like not bad, not good. It's like the same with okay. But this one is very informal. All right. Like, for example, you're talking with your friends. Hey, buddy. Hey, Win, how are you? So so. Like, not bad, not good.
This,
So so. All right. Or you could also say
oh,
not so good. If, of course, like in this case, when you are having some problems or you are not feeling well, you could also say that one. Oh, I'm not feeling well. All right. Or you could say this one, I feel terrible, meaning there's something wrong with you. I mean, not literally you are doing something wrong, but on what you feel, right? I feel terrible because of my sore throat. Okay. So in here, of course, if we have, I'm sorry to hear that, what is the opposite? In here, you could say, teacher, can I use I'm happy to hear that? Actually, you could say that one, but commonly in English, what we say is the word glad. Glad. I'm glad to hear that. Okay? Because happy is like the basic ones. So with this one, this is like the same with beautiful, pretty. Okay? You could play with your words. Instead of using the basic one, using happy, try using glad. Okay? I'm glad to hear that. Okay? So these are saying how you feel. Now, with this one, of course, when this one is very easy, we are just going to recall. With this one right here, I already taught you regarding the sound of ED, right? How many sounds of ED do we have?
T,
Mm,
T, R,
all right.
A, T.
What are the sounds of ED? Uh,
What?
sounds. What are the three sounds of ED?
Three sound.
All right. They are t,
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 E,
sound,
T.
not letter, sound.
Oh,
T,
yes.
d, and
To, T,
id, right? So with this
T.
one, the only thing that I want you to remember whenever it is ending with letter T or letter D, okay, the sound of ed is always id. All right. For example, need. Okay, need, needed. Anything that ends with D or T, it always sounds id. Like this, rest, rested, id sound. Whenever it ends with t, letter T and letter D, id sound. On the other hand, commonly, if the word is ending in hissing sound, do you still remember the hissing sound? S, sh, sh, right? So like this, washed, fixed. Commonly, if it's a hissing sound, it sounds t, t, t. All right. So with this one, again, whenever they are ending in ed, all right, this is the very common one. We're just recalling. They are called regular verbs. Okay. So with this one, Also, as you can see, the time frame that we're using is yesterday, homkwa, meaning we are going to describe something that is already done. So let's do with this one. All right. So let's practice this one. What did you do yesterday?
Hmm.
I
I cooked it.
I worked. I worked.
What? Yes.
All right. I worked yesterday. How about this one? How about you guess or you practice?
Cooked.
Cooked.
Yes. What?
My.
My car.
All right.
Fixed my bicycle.
My bicycle.
Bicycle.
Yeah, bicycle or bike. This one.
Rat my teeth.
Brushed my teeth. Number 5.
What? TV.
This one. 6.
Tight.
Next one.
Bed.
And
Bake.
baked. All right. How about with
Yes.
this one? It says this one right here. It says that we need to pronounce the ed in here sounds duh. All right. Number 9.
Cleaned.
Cleaned. All right. Good.
Played the piano.
Roy.
John.
Yawned.
John.
Oh, yeah. Yawned.
Yes. Listen to music.
Roy.
Said.
Shaved.
Say.
Yeah. Mm.
Smile.
Smiled.
Smile.
The. Smiled. Smiled.
Ride.
Cried. Okay.
Study.
All right. Studied. Okay. Now, so what did I told you the clue in the id sound? Anything that ends with letter T or letter D, it sounds id. See? T, 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 T. They all ends with T, right? So shouted. Can you practice?
Sound.
All right.
Red. Planted flowers. Waited for
Waited.
the bus.
Waited for the bus. Okay, with this one. All right, moving into here. So again, okay, so those are the basic ones, the regular past. Okay, we are just adding ed with the end of the verb to indicate that the action is already done. The only thing that we need to remember when we talk about regular past is that the ed has 3 sounds: t, d, and id. Okay, moving forward, when in here I have here the one that we practiced together. What's the matter? So in this case right here, we're going to have a situation. All right. So there is some sort of example. When how does David feel?
Not good.
What's the matter?
He had a backache.
A backache? How did he get it?
He played. He played the basketball all day.
All right. So in here, right here, we have a reason. So what is the cause of the ailment or the health problem? So let's give it a try. You can use these phrases: all morning, all afternoon, all evening, all night. Okay. All right. So we're going to make use of situation. We're going to create our own scenario. Okay, based on the picture. Okay, we're going to create our own. Okay. When how does Brian feel?
Not so good.
What's the matter?
He had a short throat.
A sore throat? How did he get it?
Hmm, he he phoned
He phoned.
all day.
All right. Okay. He
Yes.
he he phoned all day or all afternoon or all evening. How about you? Let's make a situation for Linda. Can you ask me?
How how Dan Linda feel?
Not so good.
Yeah. What's the matter?
She has a backache.
Go back it. How did she get it?
Ah, she danced ballet. All right, this type of dance. She danced ballet all afternoon. All right, this one right here.
Yes.
Ballet. All right, ballet. Silent T. All right, ballet. This is a type of dance. Ballet. All right. What's the uh I mean, how do you what do you feel or how do you feel?
Not so good.
What's the matter with you?
Hmm, she had a headache.
You? I?
Uh, I have a headache.
A headache? How did you get it?
Hmm, I have. No, I'm. I read.
Mm,
I read
past.
book on
Past.
afternoon.
Irregular plural. I mean
What?
irregular past. Irregular past. What is the past tense of read? That is irregular.
Read
Read
back.
is read. You say I read.
Yes.
I read. I read
I
an
read
English book
book. Or or night.
all night. All right. Oh no. How about this one? Ask me a question.
Hmm, how does Gary feel?
Not so good.
What is the matter?
He has an earache.
Yeah. How did he get it?
Oh, he played loud music all morning. Okay.
Yes.
So how does Maria feel?
Not so good.
What's the matter?
Hmm, she has cold.
A cold. How did she get it?
Hmm, she got rainy
She got wet. She got wet on. All right. She got
and
wet
rain.
because of the rain. She got wet because of the rain. All right. She got wet. You could say she got wet all afternoon because of the
Oh,
rain.
afternoon.
Right. Okay.
Hmm,
How does all right, your turn to ask me, sorry.
yes. How does Charlie feel?
Not so good.
What's the matter?
He has a sore throat.
Shut up. How did he get it?
He shouted. He shouted in the all right, he shouted
Yeah.
in the football game.
Stadium.
All right. In the stadium, yeah. All right. He shouted in the stadium all evening.
Yeah.
Okay. So how about this one? What's the matter with how does Mrs. Clark?
Mm, not so good.
What's the matter with her?
She had mm, headache.
A headache? How did she get it?
Mm,
Her child,
she
her child,
her
child
child cried
cried
on evening.
all evening. All right. How do you feel?
Not so good.
What's the matter?
Mm, I had earache.
All right. An earache? How did you get it?
The dog is noisy.
All right. The dog. What is the action
The
for that
dog
one? Do you still remember this word?
shouted,
Not shouted. The dog barked,
make
barked,
bark.
bark, bark loudly,
Yes.
bark. You know, the way they make the sound. Woof, woof. So bark. So the dog barked loudly. What is your
Lovely.
situation?
Oh, good morning.
All right. How about number nine? Let's do Carlos. Ask me a question.
How, oh, what?
How does,
How the, I don't see,
oh, you don't see, sorry. How does Carlos?
how the color feel?
Not so good.
What's the matter?
He has a backache.
Oh, a backache. How did he get it?
He planted a flower all morning. Okay, so for that one, that is the end of our activity for the ed or the regular past. Now of course, if you could still remember, okay, we also take note of the following. These are the examples of, all right, here are the examples of the irregular past. If you could still remember,
Yes.
when what did you understand? Do you still remember the three rules that we learned last time? What are the three
We would.
yeah, the three rules that we need to follow when we talk about
Oh,
irregular past. All right. Can you talk about it? What are those three? First,
first,
mm,
put the same spelling.
correct. Second,
Second, the same spelling different pronunciation.
pronunciation. Correct. Or accent.
Yes.
And then the last one,
And different spelling.
or changes in spelling. Okay, good.
Yes.
Very good. Wow, you remember. Good job. So here are the basic ones: eat, ate, sing, sang, drink, drunk, sit, sat, ride, rode. Now let's talk about this. How does Daniel feel?
Not so good.
What's the matter with him?
He would ask.
A toothache? How did he get it?
Mm, he ate candy or night.
All right. Or because he ate a lot of candy, right? Okay.
Yes.
Next.
Mm, how how da how does Jennifer feel?
Not so good.
What's the matter?
She has a sore throat.
Shorter. How did she get it?
She sang all evening. What's the matter with
Yes.
you?
Not so good.
Mm, how do you feel?
What? Not so good.
Mm-hmm. What's the matter with you?
I have mm, toothache.
A toothache? How did you get it?
Mm, I I drank soda a lot. Oh,
All?
night.
All night. All right. Let's do number 13.
Mm. How does Sarah feel?
Oh, not so good.
What's the matter?
She has a backache.
A bad ache. How did she get it?
Uh, she sat in her in her office all morning. All right.
Yes.
How do you feel?
Not so good.
What's the matter with you?
Mm, I have mm,
Stomach,
so much.
not stomach, stomach. I have stomach ache.
Mm,
Stomach
I have
ache.
stomach ache.
All right. A stomach ache. How do you get it?
Mm, I ate cookie
A lot of. I
or
ate.
afternoon.
All right. I ate a lot of. All right. You need to indicate a lot
Yes.
because you cannot just simply get a stomach ache by just eating one cookie. But if you eat a lot, of course, there's going to be a trouble, right? Okay. So how about in number 15? Ask me a question.
How that team feel?
Oh, not so good.
What's the matter?
He has a backache.
Like, how did he get it?
Oh, he rode a bike all afternoon. All right, so that's
Oh,
it for that one. So now it says in here we are going to have a role play, but with this one, all right. So
today.
before I proceed into this, all right, I'm going to give you this as a listening part for next meeting. I am going to browse our book. Okay, when do you still remember the book that I've sent you? Were you able to browse it? The book that I've sent you last night that I said
What?
I the book that I've sent you, were you able to check it out? I told you to study the book because the book has a very good vocabulary. Do you still remember it? This book that I've sent. Oh, where is it? This one right here. Were you able to open this
Yes.
book? All right. So in here, we're going to practice some of the vocabularies because yeah, here. I remember that there is some vocabulary regarding seeing a doctor. Okay. So let's practice pronouncing the words for the remaining minutes that we have. We're going to do the role playing for next meeting. For the remaining minutes, let's practice pronouncing the words. So here, seeing a doctor, let's do it in proper numbering. Okay, the first one we have here is,
AT2
all right, very good. Number two, we have emergency, emergency room.
and nurse.
Okay, we have,
Nurse, doctor,
of course, if there's a nurse and a doctor, there is
active,
a patient,
active,
a patient,
patient.
patient. Do you still remember patient is someone that is visiting the doctor, but patient in another context is someone who is very calm. You know, the a person that is not easily get mad. A very
And
yeah. For example, um, you could say my father is very patient. That is also a personality to indicate someone who is very calm
uh,
and peaceful, very patient. Even though everyone is shouting, everyone is very angry, and
yeah,
he's just like that. He's very relaxed.
yes,
Okay, patient. That is also a personality, a characteristic. How about with this one? We have
good day,
blood, blood test. All right,
good,
blood. Yeah, laboratory test. Actually, this is quite long, right? Laboratory test, but commonly in English context, you could just simply say lab test. Lab test. All right. You
up,
just lab. You just say here lab. Lab
lap,
test. Yes. Because if you're going to say, teacher, I'm busy for this evening. I'm going to get my laboratory test. It's quite long. So you could just say, teacher, I won't be available tonight because I'm going to get my lab test. All
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So we have this blood pressure. Okay.
Blood pressure.
All right. We have to catch a cold. Okay.
F.
Yeah, to cough.
Medicine.
Mm-hmm. Medicine.
Medicine.
All right. So with this one,
Toothache.
to take medicine. All right, and medicine. Pills.
Hmm.
For 15 pills. All right. We have, all right, you know this already. Fever. To feel sick.
To fall
To
sick.
fall sick. We have here injection.
Oh,
All right. So doctor's consultation room. Our doctor's office. You could just simply say that one. So this one, injection, or you could also say, since we are referring into the vaccine, for example, in COVID, they use the word vaccinated. All right. But of course, it depends. If it's like some sort of, uh, and I think it depends on the medicine. Like in this one, we have this some sort of what we got to fight the vaccine. If it's a vaccine and you inject it to you, we call that vaccinated. But if it's a different kind of medicine, all right, you called it injection. All right. Okay, so here are some also phrases that we could use. We have the following. Let's do it quick. Can you read it? And I'm just going to check you if you mispronounce it.
waiting room. Appointment.
Mm-hmm. Continue.
Oh, appointment. The same meeting.
Actually, yes. If you're going to meet the doctor, yes. But appointment that is used for make a doctor's appointment. But we don't say make a doctor's meeting. It depends on the use. Okay? So if it's going to be like some sort of in a company, I could say I have an appointment, or I could say I have a meeting. But if it's going to be the use is referring into like this, seeing a doctor, we don't use the word meeting. We use appointment. All right. So we have 20. Please read.
Dentistry.
Dentistry, 21.
Hmm.
Pedia-
Pediatry.
Pediatrics.
Pediatry.
All right. This one is gynecology.
Gynecology.
Yes,
Oh,
this one.
heart.
Hurts.
Accident.
Accident, 25.
Hmm. Wow.
Wound. Wound.
Wound.
Wound or a cut.
Yes.
A cut. All right.
Emergency.
Emergency. Radiology.
Hmm.
Radiology.
Radiologist.
All right. Next one. We have here prescription.
Right.
Prescription.
Yes.
Prescription is, the paper or the advice that the doctor is giving to us. Prescription. What is a prescription? Okay, how about with this one? Antiseptic.
I said that too.
Anti. Anti.
Anti-static.
Roy. Ointment. Ointment.
I'm
Ointment.
tired.
Tired or worn out.
Person
We could say to discover. To discover.
to cover.
Main.
Main. Important. Of.
Hope. Hope.
Of.
Anxious.
Anxious.
Anxious. Like shoes, but
Anxious.
shes. Shis. Like you're saying shoes, but this one is shis. Anxious
anxious,
or worried. Okay, to feel
to
reassured.
feel reassured,
All right, ambulance. To be, all right, to be concerned about.
consciousness,
This one, 40,
general medicine,
41.
general surgery,
Sir, surgery.
surgery,
Roy, 42. Optal,
ophthalmology,
ophthalmology. Optal.
ophthalmology,
Roy, 43. Dermatology.
dermatology,
Ah, yeah. But this one you're gonna say it a little bit fast. Dermatology. Dermatology.
dermatology,
Roy, G. G. Dermatology.
yes,
Okay? Neurology.
neurology,
Not G, but G. G. Neurology.
Z, okay,
Yes. Oncology.
oncology,
This one is ENT. All right. Medical terms:
ear,
ear, nose, and
ear,
throat.
nose,
Okay.
yes,
This one is this one is
physio,
physiotherapy.
physiotherapy,
All right. Of course, we have a first aid kit,
okay,
and then
MS,
bandage. Bandage.
and it,
A bandage. All right. So with this one, of course, we studied this already. What is wrong? Okay. So you tell the doctor, excuse me, I have a fever and a sore throat. You could say, I'm not feeling well. You could say, I would like to see a doctor. All right. Do you have an appointment? Okay. So with this one, so
yes,
sadly, we don't have much time. Thank you for patiently waiting for teacher. Again, for your homework, what we're going to do is we're going to have a role play on Wednesday about seeing a doctor. So we're
probably,
role play. We're going to act. Okay. All right. So we're
okay,
going to have a practice about the vocabulary, some of the vocabularies. Anyway, so thank you for joining
yes,
our class for this evening, Tambiat, and have a good night. Goodbye, Win. See you again.
goodbye, goodbye.